about you hoes. If you get that talking stupid, make sure you take the long way home. But it's working on me, but I don't mind busting your dome. No, I'm playing. No, but for real, let's get into this video. I just wanted to start this video off with a few words of with a few words. The first one will be quoting Boosie Badass himself, aka, you know, I call him Unc, but you know, devil get up off me, devil get up off me, devil get up off me. Again, for the people in the back, devil get up off me. And welcome back to my channel. My name is Tottie Wati, that is, and today I'm coming to y'all with a self-talk. Yeah, I'm just trying to, you know, talk some things out and work some things out that I've been struggling through, and it's been impacting me emotionally. And speaking of emotions, I do want to shout out, I think her name is Queen Poe. She's here on YouTube and TikTok. Sis has just released an emotional, emotional, intelligent video series. So if you haven't checked that out, please go do so. She is speaking some word, and it has helped me, and hopefully it can help a lot of you as well. And that brings me to this next saying here. You know, I started off doing my little raps in my prior TWA video, but I think I want to bring that into, you know, into circle, and I think I want to give y'all one each time, because your girl eventually is going to work up the courage and get in a stew and, you know, do some things for y'all. But until then, I'll give y'all these little segments in the intro of my YouTube videos, and we'll just have to do it like that until, you know, until we figure the rest out. So that is that. Before I get started on this topic, I want to like massage y'all. Gotta get right. Do y'all cleanse y'all homes? Do y'all work on the divine? Are y'all one with yourselves? If not, I definitely encourage you working on yourself and doing some cleanses, some readings, and knowing more about where you come from, you know, your spirituality, and you know what was here before, you know, the other stuff was put here. And here I got my yak. I'm playing. It's coffee because it's late. It's about like 10:30 at night. I got dressed, you know, did a little fresh beat for y'all, and I'm also trying to work on my recipes, because I'm trying to launch, you know, my lady lunchbox catering this season. So we'll see about that. But anyway, back to this video. It's just been on my heart heavy and on my mind to just talk about, you know, things that I've been struggling with and issues that I've been running into lately with these older generational women. I call them old hoes. Why? Because if the shoe fits, then wear it. And another reason, you know, they say happy hoes ain't hating, and hating hoes ain't happy. So let that be that. If the shoe fits, then wear it. But there's an ongoing controversy about, you know, the male and female perspective in a household, and also the black man and the black woman arrangement, let's sort of say. In many cases, you have these black men who have never, these black males who have never got off the boob of their mother and has been put on a pedestal because their mom wasn't able to keep a man, or felt the need to hold on to her son, even though she hasn't brought him up in a way for him to contribute to another household and stand on his own as a male, are now going out and creating these families, so you say, with females, black women to be exact, and it's causing some issues, especially when this woman has her life together prior to this male, is doing what she's supposed to do, has no children, has good credit, and she's flourishing. And then she decides to take out on a limb and deal with this male. And then there's ongoing issues among the relationship about what this woman is expecting from this male and what this man is thinking his new woman is going to nurture him, protect him, and treat him as if his mother would, because he's never learned the difference between these different scenarios and these different perspectives, and knowing how to play in each one of these roles. That was a lot. Y'all following? If not, let me continue. Okay. So, damn this damn train. Sorry, y'all. I'm in the middle of nowhere, and these trains just happen to run when they run. Ain't on a schedule, ain't on a timer. The shit just goes when it goes, and hopefully my baby is still asleep. All right. While I was on to that tangent, but let me continue. I'll give you another example. Let's get off the black male perspective and the scenario in which his mother has not released him and raised him up to be a man and to contribute to a household, and that said mother is angry when that woman is not treating her son as the man of the house when he clearly is not lived up to that title. Got me? Right. And if it feels personal, bitch, it's cause it is. It's cause it is. I got a lot of pressure built up, and I'm trying to express myself through these videos, through these video diaries, and hopefully some people can engage and understand what I'm talking about. But if you don't, maybe my life is just really that fucked up, and who knows. But hey, sort of say. Brings me on another note. There is something that was done or something that has contributed to the mother-daughter dynamic and scenario when the mother has come, okay, how am I gonna say this? When the mother has come of age, right? Mid-age, mama's a mid-age. Young woman, you know, has worked her way through school, you know, and now she's becoming a woman. She, you know, is able to do things and make her own decisions, and also date and participate in other activities and things that young women often find themselves doing, you know, dating, bringing male company around and things of that nature. And mom, you could say single mom, out here working, trying to provide. She's dating amongst her peers and doing whatever she's doing. There's an ongoing rivalry that happens. I don't know what it is. I don't know where it comes from, but it's often seen in the black households. Many times where you see, you know, the sons that can always go back to mama's house and live with their mama and be in and out of jail and do this and do that for the rest of their lives if they choose to do so, or until mama passes away. And then you see daughters, you know, as early as 16, 17, 18, as soon as they hit that legal statute, boom, boom, you know, then comes the bumping of the heads. And then you see the daughters exiting. Most of the time, at least I know for me, exiting a situation to jump into another situation that's not often first choice, but chosen upon survival and instinct. And normally that young lady is seen as, she isn't seen because this is an unspoken thing, especially in the hood. She becomes a victim. I'm just gonna say it for what it is. She becomes a victim of an older man, often seen 5 years and up, preying on these young girls who have recently been kicked out of their mama's crib and now gone to live with these older men, taken advantage of, played for as saps, seen as naive, and whole youth, you know, potential where they should be self-elevating and growing and prospering as being sucked and drained from them because not only are they trying to figure out, you know, their next step, they've been shunned by their own mothers for Lord knows what reasons. Could be jealousy, could be envy. You know, a lot of people say, I know, especially in the Caribbean and other, you know, black households and, you know, descents, they say two women can't share a kitchen, or, you know, whatever little things, you know, that's said amongst the culture that happens and is made of as an excuse of why, especially here in the African American black cultures, you see the young girls leave the nest prior to their male siblings and, you know, are just out and going to fend for themselves. And mama has nothing other to say than I told you, or you shouldn't have been messing with him in the first place. And that really boils my blood. That really makes me upset, and it pisses me off, because what happened to the elders? What happened to the people who coached you about womanhood and prepared you for childbirth and helped you through that process and brought up the family as a family? I don't know about y'all, but after my grandmama died, my family went by the wayside. You know, cousins don't get together no more, siblings don't talk, people don't respect their parents. Everybody done lost their damn mind. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what happened. And a part of me growing up, as y'all see, or if you don't, if this is the first time you watching my channel, thank you so much for tuning in. But I also have other videos about my life and things that go about my day-to-day routine. And like I said, I'm in my, you know, mid to late 20s. I'm a mother. I can cook. There's a lot of things that I have learned throughout my few years just watching my grandmother and paying attention to those around me, and not necessarily doing like those around me, but learning from their mistakes and pushing towards becoming a better person and doing better, because I don't want my black son in situations where I see my brothers, cousins, uncles, you know, baby daddy go through, and I'm holding him accountable, and I will bring him up under a different light, a different reign, a different type of upbringing. That way, once he's up in age and he's dating and he's doing that and he's doing this, I don't have to worry about the bullshit that I'm currently going through or whatever. So I'm on a tangent, y'all. Y'all just gonna have to forgive me. This shit has really been working my nerves and really been, you know, really been getting to me lately, and I just don't understand it. I don't get it. Maybe it's because my baby is still a baby or whatever the situation is. But I don't care if mothers, cousins, sister, in-laws, I don't care who you are or what the situation is. If things come off disrespectful, or if you feel some type of way about something, we should be able to have a conversation. And I'm not accepting nothing less from nobody, because I don't give myself no slack. You know, I'm working on me. And if you, as a grown person, whoever you are expecting people to change and expecting people to treat you a certain way, you have to lead by example, you know. And it's okay to separate yourself. It's okay to cut people off. It's okay to stand up for yourself. And it's okay to speak your mind. Because at the end of the day, nobody has a heaven or a hell to put you in. And that's on that. But I'm going to jump back into these elders and just, I don't know. I felt like I've been let down. I feel like I've honestly been let down by my parents, my aunts, my uncles, and just everybody around me. For one, I know life is constantly moving. As an adult, you know, you got bills to pay for. You got you have other things going on that, you know, smaller things and, you know, life situations, emotions and stuff like that, you may not have time for it just because you're so focused on the necessity and doing this, that, and the third. But anyway, back to these elders, mainly these new school, these new generation grandmas, glamas, GGs, or whatever the fuck else you want to call them. The issue I have here is that most of us, right, I say us as a collective, most of us in our 20s are starting to branch off and create our own families, our own dynamics, and do our own things, right? And on average, here in America, you see most 40-year-olds, right? People in their 40s have children in their 20s, right? Which means most people start having their kids and creating their families in their 20s. Follow me, in their 20s, right? So for these new school grandparents to feel as if they're too young, they don't have time for, and it's not time for me to be a grandmother, it's time for me to live my life. Just remember that your mama and her mama helped you raise your kids while you was out on Friday and Saturday nights shaking your ass. And I'm gonna use my grandmama as an example. Not only did she keep your kids while you was out shaking your ass on the weekends, she also helped pick your kids up Monday through Friday from the bus stop and make sure that they had somewhere safe to go after school. And not only did she make sure your kids were covered and have somewhere safe to go after school, she also kept them prior to preschool for them going to school. And then those of the which who were old enough and in school already, by the time they got out of school, she cooked for her household, your household, and your other sister's household. So not only did your not only did your mama keep your kids, she fed your kids, sent food home with you and your family, and did it Sunday to Sunday. And yet you feel as if you owe nothing to your kids, let alone your grandkids, and you feel as if there's no need for you to step up and you to help because now it's time for you to live your life. At the end of the day, as a young parent, as a parent who is struggling to find community, love, and someone other than myself and my child's father to bond with my child and to raise him up in a normal light. At this time, I'm like, fuck it. I'm not asking no more. I'm gonna do what I gotta do, and hopefully and thankfully, I've been able to do so through COVID. You know what I'm saying? Through COVID. And after, I've been able to keep my child, raise him like I want to, give him the proper diet and nutrition that I see fit, and bring him up and also be able to work and provide a living, and also be a stay-at-home mom, and be able to bring you guys different vlogs, vacation, and show you my day-to-day, in which I am so thankful for. Because at a point in my life, I felt like I was driving myself crazy, wanting, begging, pleading for help from certain family members that I also don't understand, because I see them going out their way to help others, and it's like, okay, if I'm family, I ask for help, I don't receive it. That just gives me the insight that, all right, bitch, it's time for you to go harder. It's time for you to do what you need to do. It's time for you to put your big girl drawers on, step up to the plate, and handle your business. Not only for yourself, but for your child. Because at the end of the day, he has nobody. He's innocent, he's young, and don't nobody owe him nothing. But you, as a mother, you owe him the world. And I got that. And I will be that. Because I don't have no other options. So, when these older generation women come to me challenging my mother to figure, challenging what I choose to do for my child, I have a problem with that. And for me, I'll take it personal. Luckily, I'm going through my healing phase. I've done the counseling, and I'm trying to become emotionally intelligent and leave the ignorance behind. That way, when I feel disrespected and somebody says some shit that I don't like, especially pertaining to my child, I don't feel like I gotta jump on everybody and whoop everybody ass for disrespecting me. Yes, she's still in there. Yes, the beast does bark and she does bite, and she gets with it. It goes up. But I'm definitely trying to work on that, because, you know, you can't be so quick to make decisions, especially when you know what you have going for yourself and how important that is, and how temporary emotions can make permanent decisions on your life, especially when you're looking out for someone other than yourself. So honestly, if you ask me to repeat that, I know I couldn't say that over again, but this vlog, well, this self-talk, I know it's gonna be absolutely everywhere, but for me to hear that out loud and say that to myself, it's just telling me that I know how far I've come. I know the shit that I've seen, and it feels like my back is up against the wall. Everybody that was once for me is now seeing me as an issue and seeing me as a problem, just because I'm not accepting bullshit no more, especially for what I know that I can achieve and what God has for my life and what I envision for my next steps and how far I'm gonna take this thing. So yeah, I don't know. Ooh, it's got teary-eyed. Teary-eyed just now, but I don't know who you are watching this video, but just know that all your hard work is not for nothing, and they see you. God sees you and what you have over your life. If you continue to work in that path and do right, eventually what is for you will be for you, and can't nobody stop that. Because if he is for you, who will be against you? Can't nobody stop you from doing you. And you know you on the right path, because if you don't have haters, obviously you can't be doing something right. You know what I'm saying? With love comes hate, and if you make these bitches uncomfortable just by being yourself, then you already done it. You've already won. You've already won. Focus on you, vibrate higher, handle your business, continue to be genuine, continue to have your heart, and do what it is that you need to do. Regardless of family, friends, peers, co-workers, you know, motherfuckers you run into on the street, do you, baby? Because I know y'all don't know me, and I know this video is probably gonna be all over the place, but I just hope that somebody can feel what I'm saying and somebody can see exactly what I mean by the things that I say. I've come a long way, and I cannot wait to express and tell you all the stories and everything that I have come along my journey to me becoming the person that I am today and the person you guys see in front of you. But there's something, I don't know, growing up, I've always heard, first of all, growing up, I've always been different from all of my siblings. My mama has 4. I believe my daddy got 13. Either way, I've always been different. I've always been the outcast, and there's always been something about me that separates me from others. And now, as I'm growing, and now that I have a child, whatever it is that I have on me, about me, my grandmama, my mama used to say that I have a light. I don't know if it's my aura or whatever the situation is, but they used to tell me that I have a light to myself. I have a light around me, and I have to be careful with myself, because my light can attract people to me. Some people that'll come will be genuine. Other people will just want to be around me for the person that they think I am. And another version that she used to say was like, sometimes, what she used to say? The light. When you think about light and stuff that attracts to light, you also have bugs and different things, and just that's how she explained the attraction that people would grow to have around me as I grew older. And I see when I go out, people are now attracted to Sion. He has a certain look about him, a certain persona, and certain things that make people look at him in a certain way or cause unwanted attention, or however you want to say it. But I think he got that from me as well. So as I choose to raise him up, I have to teach him how to be cautious with himself and yeah, go about things in a different type of way, just because you never know. But yeah, so this video has been going on and on and on. Yeah, y'all like the fit? It's a Shein fit. Dress came from Shein. Mock neck came from Shein. This is my shag that I've been wearing in my past videos. And then I got this black hat from Target last season. I got it on sale at the end of last week. I don't know. I just feel some type of way. I really do. Especially about these old hoes. And I call them old hoes because that's what they are. That's what they are. And you know, the great philosopher Suki. I know y'all know Suki Hana. Yeah, she told it about her mama and her grandmama and her great grandmama. Yeah, if the shoe fits, then wear it. I know it fits for some of those in my family. You know, maybe it might fit for some of yours and yours too. But you never know. The world may never know. But all I do know is that if your great grandmama or your grandmama was married or isn't married, and all your aunties and uncles got different daddies, and she got more than 3 kids, or even if she got 3 kids with 3 baby daddies, the math ain't mathing. I'm just saying. Me, on the other hand, you know, I've had my little dips and dabbles in my experiences, but yeah, I learned from my first scenario, one and done. Any rings? And prior to having him, I had a ring. So take your time. Take your time, sis. Heal. It's okay. Let them inner burdens out. That childhood trauma. Yeah, it's time to clean it up. Release them demons. Get you some sage. Get you some yak. And just have you a good self-talk. Good cleanse. And talk it out. And it's gonna get better. I promise it's gonna get better. But stop looking to others for help. Confide in yourself. Believe in yourself and handle your business. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm a victim of this as well. Anytime I'm feeling any burst of emotion, or you know, it could be happiness, rage, however I'm feeling, instead of me dealing with the emotion in that time and closing out all the outside noise, I'm picking up the phone, calling the people that's nearest and dearest to me, and expressing myself over that phone, when I really need to be sitting down and concentrating on what it is that's making me feel this type of way, coming up with a decision and moving on and moving past it. Can't be so quick to tell everybody your business. Can't tell your, you know, the right hand. Can't tell the right hand what the left hand got planned, because you never know. You never know who's in your corner. You never know who's praying on you, who's praying on you. And yeah, it's a growing process. It's a journey. And like the great Nip said, baby, it's a marathon. You know what I'm saying? It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. Lace up your shoes and get ready to run. Because it could take a while. It could take a while. But consistency matters. And yeah. Middle-aged women find themselves heavily involved in their sons' relationships. Especially when their sons ain't shit. Especially when they sons cause drama and chaos and they go to bat for their kids. Like their sons is the best people in the world when they know they didn't raise that nigga like that. I don't know. I think out of all of my experiences of dating, I've had probably 2. Yeah, I've only had, I'm lying, 3. But I don't count my high school relationship as a real relationship. That shit was weird. I can't wait to tell you about that. That scenario was weird as fuck. With a capital fuck. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. Out of my 2 relationships, I think I'm grateful for my first real boyfriend's mom, because no matter what me and dude went through, that woman sat me down, coached me up, and to this day, like, I love her like she my real mama for real. Sat me down, coached me up, especially with her son. She knew her son was a dog ass nigga. She knew he wasn't shit. She didn't tell him that, but in so many words, she told me that. And to this day, that nigga know he did wrong by me. That's why that conscience eat that nigga ass up alive. To the point where he see me online and loses his motherfucking mind. But anyway, I go about my business like I don't even know him. Cause why? We don't spin the block, baby. We trying to buy the block. No, I'm playing. But yeah, no, don't spin the block. Keep moving forward. Future's always greater. You can't know what's in front of you if you keep running to the past. Ooh, what a word. But anyway, yeah, that boy mama gave me so much game and taught me, you know, how to value myself as a young woman, or as a woman, period, and how not to let a nigga play with me. Yeah, no nigga, she said. You don't let no man treat you like that. My son included, no nigga. Yeah. Forever them words my quarter taught me will stick with me for the rest of my days. But I do want to challenge those of you women, those of you mothers, those of you elders that are in your middle age. What is the issue that you have with us young ladies? And why is it that you want to see us struggle like you struggle? You know what I'm saying? You struggle, you're going another fucking train. It's late. It's about 12, 11. It's late. Damn trains. What is it about us young women that just happens to ruffle your feathers so bad? Is it because you sat around? Damn. Fucking train. Back to the matter at hand. I just want to know, what is the issue that the older generation has with us new young women? What's the problem? I don't get it. You know, a lot of y'all tell us, at least when I was growing up, a woman, you know, relatives and older women in my family wasn't teaching me how to carry myself as a lady, teaching me any of those things. The first things that came out their mouth was like, don't have no kids. Don't get pregnant, don't have no kids. That's funny, auntie. That's funny. Don't you have sex? That's funny. Even your own mama, how you gonna tell me not to have no kids? How many you had when you was my age? When you was my age, you had a whole basketball team. A whole caboodle of us. And yet, you think I'm just not supposed to love and be able to live And that brings me to another topic too. This video gonna be all over the place. Y'all just gonna have to forgive me, but this is just gonna be a rant, a self-talk. This is gonna be a walkthrough. I promise you the next videos that I do like this, I'm gonna be more staggered, and I'm gonna have some notes. But it's late. I'm not gonna pop my shit, cause why not? But anyway, older generation didn't say shit, but don't have no kids. Didn't teach you about sexual education. Didn't teach you about credit. Didn't teach you about budgeting. Didn't teach you about buying homes. Didn't teach you about car notes. Didn't teach you about health and wellness. Didn't teach you shit. But don't have no kids. What kind of message is that? What kind of message is that? Especially for those who is given the message that has multiple children. You know what I'm saying? The message should have been, don't have no kids if you can't afford to feed them. Don't have no kids if you can't afford proper daycare to keep them. Don't have no kids if you don't have the time, the energy, the patience, and the love and the nurturing experience to bring them up in a proper way, to protect them from predators, to give them enough attention and the love that they need. But I digress. Let's not go there. Oh, that brings up. Oh, that brings up old Black family secrets that nobody wants to unpack, nobody wants to talk about. But let's move forward. Next case. No, I'm playing. Y'all watch Zoe. I love Zoe. Or the issue that is now brewing that I ain't seen nobody talk about it, but I'm gonna talk about it, is a problem between the older generation and the younger generation, right? I'm gonna use my personal experience because that's all I know, and that's what I'm gonna speak on. If you can relate, if you know what I'm talking about, hit that like and hit that subscribe button and help us just to grow out our channel. Cause just remember, I ain't got it all, but I'm on my way to go get it. And you here, you listened for this long, so you might as well. You know what I'm saying? Thumbs up the video, share, like, and let's get a conversation popping down in the comments below, because I want to know if you're experiencing some of the shit that I've experienced. And if not, maybe it's just my family, maybe it's just the West Coast, maybe it's just Arizona, maybe it's just my community. But if not, go ahead and let me know exactly what it is that you have experienced and what you got going on. I know in many cases where I choose to set certain parameters, certain guidelines, and certain, I don't want to call them rules, but I set a certain dynamic for my child when it comes to his health and wellness, his diet, his skin regimen, his hair regimen. I like to take care of him in a certain way. A lot of times, which is judged around, the people around me, they're seen as if I do too much, especially for him being a boy. But at the end of the day, me growing up, my skin was taken care of. And if I can keep some money in my pocket by learning and practicing and doing things that's helping my son thrive, grow, and prosper, why not? And how does that challenge anybody? And why is that an issue? But so you can see, as women, certain grandmothers, whatever, so to say, have an issue with the way that I bring up my child. If it's a problem, which it doesn't have to be, I'll just pull your contract, rip it up, and there will be no grandson to grandmother relationship. Because at the end of the day, I'm the parent, I say what goes. So if I'm the type of woman to work a 12-hour shift, come home, prior to me working, meal prep for 2 days, and I leave my child in someone's care, right? With clear instructions, mapped out. What's that scene from Big Mama House where the lady had the plugs and the schedule on the wall? At this time, do this. At this time, do this. At this time, do this. This time he does this, this. Feeding this, do that, do this, do that. That's what I expect to be done. Don't feed my child no chicken nuggets. Don't give my child no motherfucking Kool-Aid. Why? Because I said so. And I am being proactive, not reactive to certain situations. For those of you who don't know, let me just clear you in on why I happen to be the crazy, sporadic, strict parent that I am. All right, let me just give you a background. My family, high blood pressure, diabetes. Most men in my family don't live to see 70 years old because they die from heart attacks. Mama's side and daddy's side. High blood pressure and diabetes run very, very high. Marcus's family, Marcus is Sion's father. Cancer runs on both sides of his mom's side, his dad's side. I don't even think his grandmothers have made it to be 70 years old. And not only does cancer run their family, Marcus has also had cancer. So every generation, boom, 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 mom's side, daddy's side. It's been some shit. It's been some shit. So for me, being the proactive thinker, I have access all of this knowledge. We got Google, all of this information, what to eat, how to take care of yourself, what prevents what, how to stay healthy, how to do this, how to do that. Why not follow the information and do what you need to do? You know what I'm saying? I look at my son as a gift from God, you know, a second chance at life. I can get it right. I'm doing everything that I needed from a mother growing up, and I'm pouring that into my child. And hopefully that creates a new generation, gets the ball rolling, and will help the family dynamic in which my bloodline creates start a healthier dynamic and get some of this bullshit and these generational curses up off us. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, so don't ever let nobody tell you you're doing too much just because they might not be doing enough. Or you might just be that girl, and everybody can't be that girl. Because the ones that get it, and the ones that don't. And I'm gonna leave that right there where it's at. Honestly, I'm so grateful to be in the place that I am today. And I'm not talking the physical place, but I'm talking about the mental space that I'm currently in, the maturity, the maturity that I have reached, because I used to be a very, very dark person, especially if you crossed me or did me wrong or disrespected me. Boy, I used to really live hood fairy tales. I used to think that shit was like cute in real life, when really it was very toxic and uncalled for and ignorant and very unnormal. I guess it was normal for the people in the hood and the people I was around and the way I was raised. But now that I'm, trying to come up, I don't want nothing to do with that shit. You leave a motherfucker where they at. Ain't no reason to get no lick back. Especially if you vibrating high enough and you on your shit. God will handle that. I'm telling you, karma will eat that ass up every time. Every time. And you think I'm lying, bro? I'm gonna tag my homegirl on one of these videos. My accountability partner. If y'all don't have an accountability partner, y'all should really get one. Somebody that can, help you along your way. That's working on himself as well and build as you, trying to climb that ladder. But yeah, she didn't see me from shit to sugar, baby. She's been there through it all. She's been through all these scenarios and everything with me, and she knows, like, bro, it's something about just my faith and the way I operate on my day-to-day. We're looking out. Sis looking out. Them ancestors got your girl covered. Believe it. Every time. Cooking what y'all making for the holiday. I was gonna do this whole spread. But now I don't think I'm doing nothing. I'll probably just do like something small. First, only 2.5 of us. Sign is a half. And Marcus' appetite ain't what it used to be, so I don't even know if it's worth doing all that. But I don't know. I think I find myself trying to hold on to these family traditions with the big meals and holidays and all this shit. But for what? For what? Family ain't family no more. People think they can talk to you crazy, girl. Disrespect you and do all this and that and third. And like you finna let it slide. Girl, boom. Bump that. Nope. Don't let them take your kindness for weakness. And don't overextend yourself for the next motherfucker. Cause there's no point. Fuck 'em. Straight like that. It's different from the 90s and the 80s to now. Is it that a lot of us ain't taking shit from no man no more? A lot of women are choosing not to have children. A lot of women don't need no man for nothing. Especially when it's gonna lie, chill, steal your money, cheat on you, and bust you upside the head. It's not funny because, you know, I went through my little sporadic DV phase. But what I could say, the difference between me and a lot of other women is that I ain't just let that shit slide. You know what I'm saying? You get me, I'm gonna get your ass back. And I'm not promoting violence. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying this so if you happen to run into these scenarios, you are better equipped. Be able to protect yourself. Read between the lines on this. Make sure you're able to protect yourself, especially your children. And if you haven't took a physical, what do they call it? Physical defense class. You ain't been to no gun range. You ain't got no taser. You ain't got no mace. Make sure you have some preventative measures to get somebody up off your ass if you need to get somebody up off your ass. You know what I'm saying? I used to be a real shy, timid person. I used to let a lot of things slide. A lot of things slide. But I thank God for my son. Not only did he give me a beautiful, healthy little boy, along with him came the courage, the work ethic, the determination for me to get a lot of shit done and for me to have more oomph to myself. I've been able to smell myself just a little bit more. And I told myself, and all the shit that I've been through, I got this boy right here, and I don't cut him no slack. I'm bringing him up in a specific type of way, and I'll be damned. You hear me? I'll be damned if I let motherfucker disrespect me, especially in front of my child. Hell no. Hell no. That's all I gotta say. Hell no. It ain't happening. So just work on yourself. Do your thing. You know what you need to be doing. Because if you didn't, you wouldn't be watching this video. And I wouldn't be making it for you to watch. And honestly, I'm making it to play back for myself. Because I be going through some shit. I've been going through some things. And don't nobody understand me, man. I want my candy, man. I've been going through some things. I hope my niggas stay the same, but the thing don't change. I've been going through some things. I love Boosie, man. He was supposed to come out here to Birmingham. It's always the people that think they... My thing is this. When you doing your shit, other people gonna see you doing that shit, that same shit. But it's always the motherfuckers that don't do nothing that always wanna gather the praises and and want people to acknowledge them for shit that they don't do because they didn't do it. But let them tell it they did all that shit and get something. Girl, sit your stupid ass down. Don't nobody want to hear that. I don't give a fuck about what you got going on and what you got doing. But stay out your kids' business, parents. Stay out your business, especially you mothers. Because I'm a mother, full-time mother. Cook, clean, don't smell like onion rings. Mother. When I just made onion rings tonight. I'm weak. Philly's on the fly. Post it. Go watch it. But anyway, you know, stay about your kid business. You don't know how your son or daughter's stressing that other person out. The fuck? And you think you raised the same. Bitch, where? You ain't raised no saint. The fuck? Let your kids tell it. They be telling us you was abandoning them. And they got issues. That's why they don't fuck with you like that. That's why they don't like you like that. But that ain't got shit to do with me. That's y'all family problems. I got enough demons and enough shit that I got going on amongst my own. Amongst myself. But you know, I did my little counseling. I don't know where I found my counselor at, but I think it was like black counselors. I don't know, I googled like black counselors, found somebody in my area, and this was like last year. I did a couple of sessions, and it was all done through video chat. So I don't know, find some therapy, y'all. Find you somebody to talk to, somebody that's non-biased, somebody that don't know you and the parties you're talking about. Give your honest opinion and go through that. I don't know how I'm gonna end this video off, but I just want to tell y'all I am planning on making these self-talks a series, not only just to help myself but to help others. You know, if you want to express what you're going through, or if you just happen to, you know, want to talk, communicate, and let me know what kind of topics and what kind of struggles you're going through at this part in your life, feel free to do so. It always makes me feel better to talk it out and to express myself in a positive motion. I can suggest that for everybody. If you can't talk it out, you know, send in a text message, write it in the notes in your phone, write it on a piece of paper, bottle it up and throw it away. Do something, but you don't want all that inward emotion, negativity, and all that stuff boiling up in you. And then, you know, when the final straw breaks the camel's back, I think that's how they say that, and you erupt like a volcano, then people gonna be thinking you crazy. Some folks gonna think you lost your damn mind once you snap. And yes, I've been there, done that, and we're growing. We're making an upward climb, trying to you know, rebuild. Yeah, so take a break and restrict yourself from certain things, certain people that could be coming in and out your life, in and out your household. Take a break from them fucking cell phones. I know we here on YouTube, but sometimes you gotta put them phones down. Take a break from social medias and get back to self, inner peace, meditation, prayer, and, you know, mapping out that game plan and figuring out what you want to do with yourself and where you want to go, baby. I know I am. What's that song? Be what I wanna be what I wanna be. If I work hard at it, I'll be where I wanna be. I know I can do what I wanna do. I don't even know if that's the words. If I work hard at it, I'll be where I wanna be. Who is that, Nas? Jay-Z? Where them? I don't keep up from the East Coast. I don't keep up with the East Coast, baby. I'm from the West. Southwest to be exact. I know I can be what I wanna be. If I work hard at it, I'll be where I wanna be. Be. All right, y'all. That's it for this video. Now it's time to edit it and get it out to y'all. And again, thank you so much for watching my video. I'm Tottie Wati. I ain't got it all, but I'm on my way to go get it. And I know you stay tuned to this video and you're on your way to go get it too. Peace.
This next chapter of my life is called Invite Only. It's called Prove It. It's called Mutually Beneficial or Immediately No. It's called I'm Not Letting Anything Slide. It's called If I Have to Question what side you're on, you're not on my side. Because I am tired of recovering from people.